My name is Ayad Philos Olane. I'm a social humanitarian worker and a business proprietor, as well as a religion researcher. Now, this question is about one of the questions that you have answered. But I'm posing this question directly to you, Doctor. You told us that if you're a Muslim and you convert to non-Muslim in an Islamic country, by the law, the Qadi, which is the judge, have the privilege or have the right to judge the person. I understood that you are from India. And in this country, we have seen cases where the children of Imam convert, and seen cases where we have children of pastor convert to the other religion. You as a person, if your child, your son, or your daughter decide to convert to non-Muslim, what will you do? One, and if it's your daughter decide to marry a non-Muslim, what will you do? Will you disown them? And what is the evidence in the Quran to state your action? Because I believe you believe in rights when I watch some of your video.
The brother has a question that if my son or daughter converts to any other, what will I do? And if my son or my daughter marries somebody else who's not a Muslim, what will I do? First of all, inshallah, my son and daughter will never do that. Why? Because I've trained them. My son and my daughters, my son and both my daughters, the Hafizul Quran. They know more of the Quran than me, mashallah. All my 3 children, they are Huffaz, they are Hafizul Quran. And if a Christian comes to convert them, they can reply them. The Christian missionaries may inshallah be able to do something. But inshallah, as far as my children are concerned, I have already made them tough. I have made them mujahid. You know, mujahid is a person who strives. They are dai. So all 3 children of mine, they are trained. They will convert the others. My son has already converted many non-Muslims to Islam. So where's the question of him converting? But hypothetically. So hypothetically, if suppose someone's son converts or someone's son marries a non-Muslim, what should we do? And give me reference from the Quran you said. In this case, first of all, you should try and tell your child that converting is wrong with hikmah, everything. With love, with appreciation, give him the good, with reason, logic. But suppose he has been allured by someone and has been falsely maligned and falsely accepts some other religion, what will I do? I will disown him. Why? I will tell you, give proof from the Quran. The best example is the son of Prophet Noah alayhi salam. Prophet Noah alayhi salam, if you know the story of Noah, Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, he was given the revelation that there's going to be floods, therefore make a boat, make an ark. So he makes an ark. All those who were believers, they came into the ark. He bought pairs of animals, etc. But his son did not obey him. His son used to mock at the father, what will there be flood here? If a flood comes, I will go to the tallest mountain. So Noah alayhi salam, he prays to Almighty God that when the flood comes, you at least save my family members. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises that he will save his family members. Now when it starts to rain, his son goes to the top of the mountain. The mountain is on the top, the level of water keeps on rising. When it rises, it even rises above the mountain peak. Then the son cries. It's mentioned in Surah Hud, chapter number 11, verse number 45 onwards. 46, 47, 48, 49. The son is crying, oh my father saved me. So Noah alayhi salam is praying to God, didn't you promise me that you will save my family? So Almighty God replies, your son is not amongst your family. If my son becomes a non-Muslim, he does not remain my son. He may be my physical son, but not my son in faith. Because the brotherhood of Iman, the brotherhood of faith is far superior than the blood relationship. That person will remain my son only physically because of blood relation. But the moment he converts, he doesn't remain my brother in faith. He doesn't remain my son in faith. So physically he is yet my son, but in faith he is not my son, so I disown him. Same way if he marries somebody else, marries a mushrik, I may love him, I can do anything, but I will tell him that he will go to Jahannam. Because Islam doesn't permit a person to take any other religion and does not permit you to marry somebody else. You have to put the pressure that you will not be part of my family at all. Physically may continue, but spiritually no, and he will not even inherit. He will not inherit any of my property because he ceases to be a Muslim. That's the reason I disown him, but yet I will try and convince him to come back to the faith. I will try and speak to him logically. I'll try my level best yet to convince him. And the moment he comes back, he will again be my son in faith and my son. And inshallah, I will reward him more. Hope that answers the question.